Today we will be looking at Issac's Miui or Miui, whatever you prefer to call it, release for the Motorola Triumph, which is a Virgin mobile phone. It's essentially the same thing as a Droid, but it's on a prepaid carrier. So, yeah. Anyways. So I mean, obviously you get the elements of Miui, or Miui, whatever you prefer. And there's obviously very little lag or anything so far that I've noticed, and I've been using it for a number of days now. Everything seems to be working. I had read a few reviews on it with people saying that the Wi-Fi wasn't working properly, or GPS wasn't working properly. It's actually on airplane mode right now. But let's take a look here. As you can see, it is a Motorola Triumph, if you couldn't tell from the body of the phone alone. It's not overclocked because this version of Issac's kernel doesn't have the overclocking base, which is kind of a letdown, but that's okay. I can always flash to an overclocking kernel. And it is running based upon Android 2.3.7, and let's see, what else can we take a look at here? Always, as most of you may know, if you don't, Miui or Miui is completely themable. You can add new windows. So far as your widgets go, let's see. There we go, we have a random clock. Now let's take a look at some of the themes. As you can tell, I have many downloaded. For the sheer fact that I'm extremely into customizing my mobile devices, as this is currently my main used mobile device. Let's check out the default theme. So, when you start up Miui, this is the theme you will be running. As you can tell, yeah, it's not a bad theme. It's nice, but it's just not my style, if you will. Yeah, you have your toggles as you do with most Miui. Let's see. Let's reboot, so you can get a sense of the obnoxious boot up music. But I mean, obviously, it lets you know that it's alive and well. So I haven't changed the boot up logo, the initial boot up logo. I might get around to doing that eventually. I'll probably make a video on it if I do end up doing it. Yeah, get your nice little piano music intro with your Xiaomi, or I believe it's Xiaomi.com Miui logo there. And yeah, here's a lock screen. I mean, it's honestly where I have used numerous amounts of Miui releases for different Android phones. I've noticed this is actually one of the smoothest running that I have had the pleasure to use so far. Like I said, I noticed barely any lag whatsoever. As with all Miui or Miui, it's absolutely gorgeous, which, I mean, aesthetics it's not really that big of a deal, but if you're like me, you want something you paid a decent amount of money for to look pretty nice. And I mean, like I said, I haven't noticed any flaws with it so far. The only thing I would change is the fact that it's not an overclock kernel, just because I thoroughly enjoy overclocking my device's processor, just due to the sheer fact that I like to see what I can squeeze out of it, if you will. Given the Motorola Triumph is a 1 GHz Snapdragon processor. But I suppose that is it for this little review on Issac's Miui 1028, I believe it was, release for the Motorola Triumph. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and for more information on all things geek, visit geekscene.net.